Hello, my name is Nissy Tee and welcome back to Watchman News Extra. Yes, in our brand new home. So as you can see, we have moved away just a little bit from Rig Nation and we now have our own space. So please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and make sure you smash that bell button so that you're notified every single time we post a brand new video. Over here in Watchman News, we are going to be featuring all the Watchman News information, latest updates, news, everything that you need to know about what's happening in the world around you is going to be taking place right here. So make sure you subscribe and make sure you hit that bell button as well. Now today we are going back with another read through your comments. I'm not too sure what we're calling this just yet, but ultimately every single week what I do is I go through some of your comments, some of your very shady, very funny, and also very interesting comments as well. So this week, I'm a little bit nervous because I'm always nervous as I never actually look at the comments before I go into these videos. So I have no clue what to expect, but I'm excited. So this week we're going to be going through the comments for the recent Watchman news, which was the virus was created in a lab, not at the wet market. Yes, you guys have been loving it. Well, some of you guys anyway, because we've got 14 dislikes. Yeah, to all of you that are disliking these videos, yeah, don't worry, I see you. I see you. But let's dive straight into it. Okay, so we're diving straight into it, and the first one is by Papa Jose. I don't know if that's the right way to say it. Jose, I don't really know. But Papa Jose says, since the start, intelligent people knew that the coronavirus was created in a lab because it is patented. Whoo, Papa Jose, however you pronounce your name, you are going straight for the jugular. Now, this has always been the debate. The debate has been, you know, what then happens once someone does create this vaccine? Because that's what everyone is fighting for, right? It's the race of the vaccine. Because whoever essentially creates it first can then sell it on to other countries for millions, if not billions, if not trillions of pounds. Because everyone is looking for a vaccine. Everyone's looking for a way to solve this one problem. And so now what then happens is that people are now conflicted because they're thinking, well, then are we really testing out these vaccines correctly? And even if we are, you know, who created, you know, the vaccine, and what were the connections and the ties with, you know, certain governmental bodies and figures? All of these questions arise. And so I'm not going to lie to you. That's something that I might be questioning as well. Ooh, okay. Next one. Denise King says the male doctor in China warned everyone before he died. He was one of first. Now, I think that you're referring to, I've forgotten the doctor's name, but there was a doctor who allegedly just disappeared. Who not even disappeared, sorry, that's a different story, who just died out of nowhere. He was actually known, I remember stumbling across a couple of his videos, which were very hard to find, by the way, because his videos kept getting taken down from social media platforms. But I remember seeing this doctor, and he was talking about how basically, you know, what the female doctor has basically said, that this vaccine, that this disease was manufactured, and that it's just a way to control people and whatnot. And then he died. Kind of like Epstein. Now, I don't want you to start saying that Watchman News, Nissy Tee is a conspiracy theorist, but it's definitely questionable. Definitely. Okay. So, someone by the name of Vicky Collins says, conspiracy facts, which at first when I was reading it, I was like, oh, she's going to say absolute conspiracy, but she said conspiracy facts. We cannot afford at this point to sweep anything under the rug. I believe Mr. Biden's comment is to disarm us. I also believe that the virus came from the military base in China, biological warfare. Anyone, I think you're meant to say, so it says any who have the eyes to see can discern that we are in a spiritual battle which is manifesting before us in this material plane. Interesting fact. Interesting fact, if one chooses to research and pray, the enzyme, okay, now we're getting scientific. Okay, let's see what we can find out from here. The enzyme in the controversial Gates vaccinations just happens to be called luciferase. I'm so sorry, I'm sure I said that so wrong. Luciferase, and will cause a luminous mark under the skin that can be traced with imagining. Do not take my word for it. Research and go to God. You can't make this stuff up. Praying for us all. I'm not gonna lie to you. Some scary things unveiling here. Oh Lord. I'm definitely gonna look into that that other vaccine as well, which that has been another, you know, let's just say alleged conspiracy-ish theory. This whole thing about, you know, the Gates having something to do with it and having ties to it. There's a lot going on in the world, guys. We just have to pray and ask for discernment, because that's all we can really do. Right, let me go into the next kind of comments. So let me scroll. In fact, should I pick one out of random? And imagine the one that I picked out of random. Emma Love says, no, it wasn't made in a lab. How stupid can you get? Learn to pronounce distributed, for heaven's sake. First of all, Emma Love, why are you so angry? Why does so much aggression come from the way that you are speaking to me? Okay, why do you sound so upset and so angry? I mean, what did I ever do to you? And excuse my pronunciation, okay? Sometimes, you know, the hood comes out in me a little bit, okay? I'm from the hood of East London, all right? And I'm proud to say it. And so, you know, sometimes, you know, a bit of slang, a bit of colloquialisms come out there. So please, be careful. But Emma said, no, it wasn't made in a lab. How stupid can you get? Well, listen, not all things are what they seem. Believe me, do a little bit more research and you start to find out that there are some snaky, behind the scene things that tend to happen all the time and we just don't know about it. That's for you, Emma Love. Imagine I literally scrolled and that was the first one that I saw, right? Oh yeah, this one is by Maureen Kerr, who just said, Grenfell, oh Grenfell, heartbroken and crying face. Our God is not sleeping. No sleep, no peace, no rest. Lying lips confess. God is not sleeping, in capital letters. And Maureen, I am so behind you with that. Honestly speaking, I think the Grenfell story really, really hurt, because as someone who has been born, raised, and, you know, brought up in London, when something like this happens, and not just in London, but also in social housing, in a council house herself, when things like this happen and it feels like it's just a never-ending fiasco of, oh, who are we going to point the finger to? And, you know, let's just brush it under the carpet as much as possible, at least in my personal opinion. I'm saying this right now. When you see something as tragic as this happen and you witness something that could have been potentially you, because like I said, so, you know, I've grown up and lived in public housing pretty much my whole life. So, you know, and I you know, my family home is a masonette building. So it's basically like a flat. And so when you see stuff like this, you're kind of like, this could have easily been my family. This could have easily been us. And to just think that there's no justice that has come from it. And though they're saying investigations and all these kind of things, and, you know, though I can't do anyone else's job that's doing the job, it just feels like if this was a group of people from a different demographic and a different background, i.e., you know, maybe middle class or wealthy people, the matter would have been dealt with very, very swiftly and in a completely different way. Whereas when it comes to, you know, working class people or people that might come from a lower income background or people that might be immigrants or refugees or whatever it is, it's almost like we can give them the runaround because who cares, and it's not necessarily something that people would even, you know, hear or care about per se. So yeah, it really, really breaks my heart, and that Grenfell story really, really hurt. So, you know, again, if any of the survivors happen to watch this, just know that, you know, I truly do believe that what God has in store for you is so incredible. I pray that you never lose hope in justice, and you never lose hope in God, in knowing that He will bring about justice. That's 1,000,000%. So yeah, broke my heart, but I really do believe in that word that was given at the end, you know, that there will be justice and that, you know, something will happen and there will be an end to the heartbreak. Well, not necessarily the heartbreak, but there will be, something will come through and justice will be served. Do you know what I've seen? I've been scrolling and a few people have been saying, including someone by the name of D. Smith, saying that all viruses are man-made. That's very interesting. I've been scrolling and I've seen a couple of people, saying that, which is a very interesting comment. Are all vaccines man-made? I definitely don't think so, but let me know your thoughts. Oh, another one. Nah Johnson says, all of you are fake. All of you are fake. I am a black person and I agree with the government with the vaccine. Okay, two things I must ask. I just have to ask because you know I love asking questions. First thing, why am I fake or why are we fake? Second thing, what has your blackness got to do with anything that we just spoke about? I'm sorry. Did I say that no black people should do the vaccine or should not? I'm really confused. I don't know if I said something specifically about black people when it came to the vaccine. I don't know. But Nah Johnson, I'm not fake. I'm as real as they come. Okay, cool. I'm going to go through a few more. Ooh. There is over 160 comments. Wow. Oh, okay. So I'm going to give you guys a couple more of your comments. There are so many, and I'm so sorry that I can't get through all of them. But Sia McKees says, there is no coronavirus. Mainstream media is the virus. No COVID-19. I repeat, no COVID-19. I'm glad you're trying to wake people up, but we have to fix this problem that the virus was created in the lab. The truth of the matter is that there is no coronavirus. Now, there have been some people who have been like, it's all a sham, it doesn't exist. But then there's also been some people who I completely understand who have either lost family members or been affected by the virus themselves. So it's really, really difficult to kind of say whether or not. Now, in my personal opinion, like, you know, of course, when I'm doing Watchman News, I'm very, very objective and I don't give my personal opinion. Well, sometimes I drop it in there, but hey ho. Whereas with this, I'm allowed to give my personal opinion. Okay, this is Watchman News Extra. Now, in my personal opinion, I do believe that the virus exists, i.e. there is something that's out there that is causing people to get sick, causing people to go through these various symptoms, etc. However, there is a big percentage of me that does believe that this virus is so much more than just, oh, a pandemic that just came out of China, out of the wet market. Oh, it just came out of nowhere and it just happened. I believe that it's political, there's an agenda, and a lot of it has to do with groups of people who want to push a certain narrative and a certain agenda. But that's all I would say, because I'm trying to live to see the age of 90, so I'm not going to say too much. Someone else, oh, this is so funny. Do you know what? I'm going to read this and I'm going to round it off with this, okay? And then I'm going to read the replies to the comment because I actually think that that's even funnier. Uzoma Igwegbe says, you are biased. That is why I don't like your news. And it's so funny because I literally was just speaking about how I'm objective and then sometimes I give my opinion, but 99.9% of the time, I'm very objective, okay? I'm a reporter, I'm an anchor. That's what I'm supposed to do. And then the responses are exactly what I was thinking. Last of the 70s children says, but you're here though. Hashtag just saying. Danny N says, then go somewhere else. Web Spider says, then why are you here? And Henrietta Afia says, if the truth is biased, then 100% go elsewhere for lies. Maya Imani, shout out by the way to Henrietta. Yes, girl, you better tell this person. And Maya Imani says, then unsubscribe and go away. And then they added, shoo. Now, you guys might hate me for Watchman News Extra, but this is where I get to have a little bit of fun. You know, Watchman News is a lot more formal, and here you get to see a bit more of my personality and a little bit more of my shady side as well. So I like to have a bit of fun on here. But listen, it's all fun. It's all in the spirit of love. I love you all, no matter if you comment good or bad. I appreciate you for even watching. I appreciate you for even engaging in the first place. Do not worry, it's all just for fun. But having said that, I do hope that you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, make sure you smash that like button. And of course, as I said before, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button so you're notified every single time we post a brand new video. As you can see, I love going through your comments, especially when I'm reading them for the very first time. So I don't know what to expect. So please continue commenting and we'll continue bringing you these videos. So thank you so much for watching Watchman News Extra. I'll see you again next time.